Greetings and welcome to my first D&D video here on the channel, and I'm going to be talking about my own personal homebrew. It's basically I redid the Battle Ranger subclass for Barbarian, so I'm not sure if you call that homebrew. I guess it is a homebrew. Essentially, the Battle Ranger didn't have the best abilities, so I just redid them. Anyways. So, of course, at the top of this page, we have that the restrictions are for dwarves, because that's something in the lore for Battle Rangers, that they were buff dwarves. But that is optional, because depending on your DM's setting, this can change in his preferences as well. Your character, even though not a dwarf, could have been taught the style of fighting from the dwarves, or this could just be a style of fighting that you created separate from the dwarves, or this fighting style is not connected to dwarves at all, but that's all dependent on the DM and the setting. And at third level, because the subclass comes at third level, you gain the Battle Ranger armor. You gain the ability to use spiked armor as a weapon, which is equal to 1d4 plus strength, has a 5-foot reach, and is used as a bonus action. And also it does 3 piercing damage to a grappled enemy, so if you were to grapple an enemy, it does 3 piercing damage. And as down here, your spiked armor does not hinder any of your barbarian abilities as long as you have proficiency, which is very useful as well. Over here, we have Battle Ranger Maneuvers, which comes in at 6th level. If you use a reckless attack, you can apply one of these effects to your spiked armor attacks. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but I think this replaced a ability I didn't really like. Because a lot of these are just changed slightly from what they were, but this one is completely changed to 6th level 1. The 6th level 1 originally, I do believe, was a temporary hit point ability, which for barbarians really is not useful at all. And to put it on top of that, it wasn't that much temporary hit points at all. So I decided to just scrap it, because this fits a lot better. So these are a bit more themed after the Battle Master maneuvers, which is why they're maneuvers. So whenever you take a reckless attack, you can do a knockdown, which is, a push attack. The way I interpret this is basically either push them down onto the ground, or you knock them back 5 feet. Then there's the Grapple Attack, and since these are these can only be applied on the spiked armor attacks, which are, of course, bonus action attacks. So the knockdown would be a bonus action. The Grapple Attack would be a bonus action grapple at disadvantage. And there is a Power Attack, which is, of course, bonus action again. Your attack does 2d4 plus strength. Of course, 5 feet again, bonus action, piercing. So just double the dice. Then there, as Battle Ranger's Charge at level 10, you can dash as a bonus action, and your movement speed increases by 15. And again, this is meant if you're playing a dwarf to help you out with speed-wise. And of course, again, dash as a bonus action. I do believe that was a part of the original as well. And then at 14th level, Spiked Retribution. If you're hit by melee attack, the attacker takes 1d4 plus strength piercing. Now, I'm not sure if in the original it was only melee damage, but if it wasn't that, then I did change it to melee attack damage. So now we're going to hop into some short stories, not unlike the ones from the player's handbook near the classes that get you into the feel of the class and show how versatile they can be, but I'm going to be doing it for this subclass. So yeah, let's get into it. As the god cautiously entered the alley, his gaze flicking left to right, he was unaware that there were others within this alley. The stout thug crouched and waited as he got closer and closer, his body adorned with spikes and makeshift armors that formed the protective carapace around him, but however did not hinder him and did not give away his position. The most formidable of these armors and weapons were 2 huge brass knuckles that adorned his hands. As the god got within distance, he pounced, throwing blow after blow, crippling and felling the god. And that is a story about, well, a Battle Rager thug, which of course is... This shows that the Battle Rager armor can be explained in different ways. Instead of being a formal suit of armor, it can be seen as makeshift armor or as brass knuckles or like spiked shoulder pads, elbow pads, and stuff like that. Another optional part of the Battle Ranger, Another optional part of the Battle Rager is whether your DM will allow you to explain away your armor as not armor. Because it's up to your DM whether you can explain your Battle Rager armor abilities as brass knuckles and not have them actually be an armor. This is fully up to your DM, of course, whether they want you to actually take on the stats of the armor to be able to use the abilities or not. So yeah, and that's it, I think, for this, well, I almost said episode, but this is not an episode. But my interpretation of the Battle Ranger and a stat block that I think would make it better. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you in one of my next videos, so farewell.